My name is Jenna Ortega, and this is the Wired Autocomplete interview. I'm very excited. I love props. Is Jenna Ortega related to Gina Rodriguez? Unfortunately, no. People might be asking if I'm related to Gina because I play the younger version of her in Jane the Virgin. It was one of the first jobs that I ever did. And I also think people always love when people see each other in projects that are related and they're actually related. It's like a nice fun fact. I'm giving no one that satisfaction with this answer. Is Jenna Ortega playing Wednesday Addams? I actually am. I've never played someone that has been portrayed before, and especially so flawlessly. Is Jenna Ortega a Libra? Yes, I am. And that's about all I could tell you. I don't know much about horoscopes, but living in LA, I do know that I'm Libra, and I have been told, you're such a Libra. And we're apparently really indecisive, and I am. Is Jenna Ortega and Maddie friends? I'm assuming they're talking about the beautiful, wonderful baby angel face, Maddie Ziegler, and the answer is yes. She's one of my greatest friends ever. She was somebody that I instantly clicked with. We did a movie called The Fallout a couple years back, and I feel like Maddie and I are the same person in different fonts. She's such a weirdo, and I'm a weirdo. Jenna Ortega. Who does Jenna Ortega play in You? I play Ellie, and I'm obnoxious. I'm in his business way too much. I'm definitely an LA bitch. She's also very creative, and she's a bit of an artist, and I see directing in her future, and she does as well. Does Jenna Ortega do her own stunts? Yes. I love to. I give stunt coordinators such immense anxiety. I will throw myself on the floor, off a wall. I'll drive cars at 90 to 100 miles per hour with stunt brakes that I've never used before in my life. Why is Jenna Ortega in New Zealand shooting that film X? And I was there for maybe about 3 months. I was only in the North Island. We shot in Wellington. I loved it. I genuinely would move there. I love their appreciation for their culture, the Maori people, and how they make conscious effort to keep it alive. And also some of the sweetest people I've ever met. There's people that I met during that short shoot that I still am in contact with to this day. Does Jenna Ortega survive an X? The movie's been out long enough. I get a gunshot to the head. Yeah, I just had to lay in the corner dead with a prosthetic on my face that gave me a cut. What does Jenna Ortega look like now? I look like Michael Caine in a Jenna Ortega scramble suit. What is Jenna Ortega's first movie? It was a movie called Afterwards with Marcia Gay Harden, and she plays a suicidal librarian who goes to Costa Rica, and she falls in love with a man there who has a daughter, and I am that daughter. What is Jenna Ortega's new movie? It could either be a film I did a couple months ago called Finest Kind with actors Toby Wallace, Ben Foster, Tommy Lee Jones, or it could be the second installment of the reboot of the Scream franchise, Scream 6, Sixum is what I'm calling it, and that will be out in March in theaters next year. What is Jenna Ortega doing now? This interview? Oh, it's such a cruel world. How is Jenna Ortega? It's been a long time since someone asked me that. Truthfully speaking, I'm in a little bit of a better place than I was in the beginning of the year, and that's a really wonderful feeling. And I've recently worked on jobs that I had very memorable experiences on, so I'm very fortunate. I'm a very privileged girl. How can I meet Jenna Ortega? I'm going to a Comic-Con later. This probably won't be out before then, but I walk a lot. Maybe I'll be on the street. How did Jenna Ortega become an actress? I begged my mom for years. I first wanted to start acting when I was 6 years old. My parents said, no way in hell. One day my mom got me this monologue book that she got from Barnes & Nobles to shut me up, like, here, play. And I did a dramatic monologue for her where I was hysterically crying and she didn't know where it was coming from or what I was talking about. And I told her, this is from the monologue book that you got me. This is This is what you told me to do. She had me do it again, and she put it on her Facebook and put, oh, my little drama queen, whatever. And I guess an old friend of hers from high school was good friends with the casting director. So she said, okay, just for a little bit. And now I'm 20 years old and I've been doing it for over half of my life. How old was Jenna Ortega in Stuck in the Middle? I was 12, I want to say. And I finished it when I was 16. How tall is Jenna Ortega? I'm 6'4". I've got my head in the clouds. This is definitely one of my preferred methods of interviews, I think. So thanks for asking really weird and sometimes basic questions.